What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my Resident Evil 4 No Merchant Pro speedrunning tutorial for non-speedrunners. Whew. This is chapter 2, and in many ways it's the easiest chapter to speedrun in the whole game. It's a lot of fun, and it shouldn't take too long. The first thing you want to do when you start is just run over here, get this handgun ammo, and pick up this flash grenade. Reload if you want. When you come in here, if you recall, you're going to be introduced to your first Plagas creature. It's a little bit anticlimactic because you just run past him. Jump over and head down the stairs to get yourself a frag grenade, which, as you'll recall from chapter 1, is what we're all about right now. Accumulating frag grenades. Right here, you're just going to aim there and shoot that, shoot that, shoot that. When you come down, just run straight, just hold up and X, and at some point, go ahead and switch to a frag grenade. You'll run faster, and it's the next weapon you're going to be using in any case on El Gigante. This part, you're just going to run by these enemies. It's no problem. Pull the lever, skip the cutscene. Now, all you need to know about this part coming up is the enemies are going to come out of there, over there by where those flames are, under the cave. And a guy's going to be out front, running towards you. It might put a little fright in you, a little scare, but if you just run straight at him, he's just going to run right past you. He's not even going to stop. And there'll be two guys behind him. One of them is probably going to take a swing at you with a scythe or an axe. He might throw it at you. In either case, you just want to run up as close as you can to him and bait an attack. And then immediately the guy behind him with the pitchfork is going to take a stab at you. You bait his attack and dodge him, and then you run around. There's going to be a guy with a torch, you know, and he's going to be too slow to burn you with it. So check this out. That guy will just run right past you. He'll take a swing, and then he'll try to blow on you. But, yeah, he's too slow. I guess you don't need to see that again. It's simple. That's what I like about Chapter 2, honestly, like its consistency. There are certain parts maybe that are a little chancy at times, but for the most part, yeah, this chapter usually goes pretty well for me. It's much needed, given what you're going to face later on and some of the bullshit you had to put up with in Chapter 1. So, we're coming up to Mr. Giant right now. There's a trick to him that, frankly, I don't understand. And it's basically this. There's a platform up there that looks like, I don't know, the giant's been living on it or something's going on up there. It's not natural rock. It's some place that's been constructed by somebody. And you're going to hit him with 2 frag grenades, stun him, and then throw the grenade up into the lived-in place, to the artificial place. And it's like his Plagas has a mental and spiritual connection to that place because it hits him and it kills him. I don't know why. Run under his legs. Stand about here and throw 2 frag grenades. That will stun him. Back up a little bit. Aim up to the lived-in place. And he's dead. Do I know why? Again, I really don't. I can't tell you why that works. But you know, you might not get it every time. You know, just there's something weird about the placement of the grenade, but it works most of the time. Again, aim down, throw 2. Back up a little. You know, I don't know. That's all I can tell you. I'm sorry, that's all I can tell you. Just do that and it works. Pick up your yellow herb, handgun ammo, red herb, and then if you stand about right here, you can pick up the green herb without going in there. If you stand too close to the window, you'll, come on. Yeah, you'll pick up the spinel. So to get the green herb, you want to stand about like right there on the right side of the window. Right about now is when I like to first start messing with my inventory, and you can do it however you want. If you're really speedrunning, this is totally irrelevant, but it's going to start filling up pretty soon, so just maybe clean it up a little bit. This is just how I like to have things. I like to have my bullets next to my guns and my grenades all lined up next to each other. This isn't how you want to do things if you're a serious speedrunner, again, but I'm not. So I recommend that right now you just start cleaning up your inventory, because you're about to come to Ashley and you're going to get some herbs there, a green herb, a red herb, you're going to get some ammo, and the cabin fight is coming up pretty soon. Keep your grenade equipped just because you'll run faster. And when you come up to the dogs here, do what you do with the lickers in the Resident Evil 2 remake. Kind of swerve around them. They're going to come left, right, left. So like this. One's going to come from your left, right, left. And they'll miss you every time. No problemo. Hang a right here and go and get a flash grenade. And then go back up here to do, or rather go up here for the first time. Go up here for the first time to jump across and do your silly little Technicolor Dreamcoat Life puzzle. Yeah. I try not to do this too fast because you wind up messing up. So, you know, I'd be very deliberate about it. Turn red twice, green 3 times, and blue 1 time. And Los Illuminados stands before you. Come over here and get another flame grenade, which is what we're going to use to take out Mendez. And then go say hello to Ashley. I like to get this barrel here. Usually some goodies in there. This will be a green herb. Just tell Ashley to wait. For some reason in this one part, you tell her to wait and leave without her. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's just quicker. You don't have to catch her coming down the stairs. Good stuff. That's 2-1. Pretty easy, right? Tell her to wait. Come back here and get a red herb. You're going to want a good deal of healing items just in case you screw up the cabin fight. Another thing about that I want to recommend to you is that you take a red, green, yellow right now. And the reason is this. If you don't, you will get one-shotted by Plagases when you're in the cabin later on in this subchapter. But if you get that little extra health from that red, green, yellow, you won't get one-shotted if you're at full health. and that's good. Just run past these guys. You know, they're slow fire-breathing guys, so they won't get you. Keep on running down the cave. Say goodbye to the merchant. He's gonna feel very neglected throughout this playthrough. Is that old stranger? Hehehehe. Gotta wait for Ashley here. Very annoying. Alright. Now on this part out here, you're gonna be walking down this path with a bunch of bear traps and about 3 enemies. For the first enemy, you can just run past her. Then you're gonna have a pitchfork guy, bait an attack out of him, run past him around the right, and then head left and run past the last guy. It's kind of abstruse hearing it in words, but it's really not hard. Run past her. Oops. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Okay. Run past her. Bait this attack. Run past him. And that's it. One more time for the road, and then we'll come to a much harder section. Run past her. Okay, that's it. Pretty simple. Now this part, I've seen it described in 2 ways. Okay? Both ways have a pretty good track record, but one of them I prefer to the others, and I'll try to show you why. The first and older way of doing this, again, I'm not guaranteeing you it's going to work, but I'll try to make it work. So what you're going to do is you're going to come here and you're going to jump over the fence about right there. You're going to see that guy run over to the right, and then he's going to come to the window. See, he didn't jump out, and you want to bait him to jump out and then jump over when he jumps over. I'm probably not doing this right, because I don't do this strategy a lot, but okay. Okay. Wait for Ashley. Jump over. Wait for Ashley. Jump down. Now, with this guy, I want to tell you something. I'm pausing for a reason because I don't have time to explain. He's right up in my face. You can try to run past him and dodge him, and it's not hard to do that. But the problem is Ashley. Sometimes, if she gets too close to the guy when you're running past him, she'll just start crouching, and she'll screw everything up. So you can either shoot him with a handgun and stun him, or shoot him with the shotgun and knock him down. I like to shoot him with the shotgun in the chest. Because for some reason, I find there's a higher probability if you shoot him with the handgun, you'll get a crit and he'll Plagas on you. And that just sucks. So, yeah, I'll just hit him, hit him with the shotgun, and then just get out of here. Okay? Now that's the older way of doing it. I'll try to show you one more time. See, she got grabbed. I don't know why. She was really slow jumping over that window. She's usually much faster than that. But that's the problem I have with this. Like, most of the time she gets grabbed, and I can't really tell you why. I guess it's because I have trouble getting that guy to jump over. quick enough. All right. Wait for her here. Nope. That's another problem with this strategy, is that these guys are not going to be in a good place. You know, they're going to be standing in the middle of the platform, and she's more likely to get grabbed there. So, in lieu of that, the newer strategy is this. You're going to come about here and tell her to wait, follow. Okay? Right about here, wait, follow. Wait for her. Go out. Now look at where these guys are. Wait for her. And then do what you will with this guy. Let's try to dodge him. She made it. But I tell you this, that is a chancy thing. That doesn't always happen. I had like 3 times in a row where I was doing this on a speed run, and she just started crouching right next to him. I believe there's a technique to where you can like stutter step past guys, and it will maybe like stop her or increase the chances that she won't crouch next to them. But I don't know. If you're not really speedrunning the game, you know, you're just trying to do it efficiently, then why not just shotgun that guy? It's not a big deal. So I'm gonna reload here, just, I don't know, because the cabin fight's coming up, and I don't want to have to do it every time I restart this checkpoint. Alright. Now what's coming up now is the reason why we went out of our way earlier, or at least I went out of my way earlier, to make sure I had this frag grenade. Alright. If you don't have it, I don't have much advice for you, except to watch Lion's speedrun, where he, I believe, doesn't have the frag grenade, and he does it in his own way. It's not much slower than the way that I do it, I think, but I just feel more comfortable doing it this way. And I base this way on the normal NG Pro strategy, which is elaborated very well by Mike Wave in his tutorial. The difference is he has more frag grenades than we do still. Like, we're only going to have 2. He has like 4 or 5. So instead of throwing one of those frag grenades out the window, which you'll see at a certain point, we're going to throw a fire grenade, an incendiary. But let's try to take it somewhat slow. Step by step. So when this starts, what you're going to do is this. Sorry. After you skip this cutscene, you're going to knife the window and Luis at the same time, like this. Why? You're going to see people doing that at speedruns all the time. They're like, why are you doing that? Why are you hurting Luis? Why are you pointing your gun at him? And the reason is, when you're doing that, he's not attacking. And when he's not attacking, he's likely to get grabbed. And when he gets grabbed, guess what the enemies are doing? Not attacking you. Why are they not attacking you? You got me. That's just the way the game was programmed. So they'll just start walking like this and staring you down, you know, ice grilling you, but they won't attack you. So when they're not attacking you and he's getting grabbed and not shooting and killing them, they're flooding into the cabin. And you want as many enemies to be in there as possible so you can blow them up with your grenade. You understand? The maximum number of ganados that can be in the cabin at one time is 9. So you're trying to get 9 in at first so you can blow them up with a frag grenade. You're going to go upstairs, grab another frag grenade, go down and knife Luis again, get him grabbed again, hopefully, and then blow up another 9 people. Starting to make sense now? Okay. So let's take it one step further. skip the cutscene, knife. Grab this shotgun ammo, shoot, shoot. Now, there, I messed up because I couldn't hear. My game volume lowers and I was talking, so yeah, that was a screw up. But what you're listening for there and watching for is for Luis to fire 5 times. As soon as he fires 5 times, he's going to kill that first ganado out the window. Once that's done, he's immediately going to turn around and start shooting ganados behind you. You don't want him to do that. I mean, at least if you're trying to do this fast and get it over with. So, to stop him from doing that, after the 5th shot, point your gun at him. He will duck, and then they'll start to flood in through the window. The tough part is, there's going to be a guy coming in behind you. You can't see him. All you will be able to do is hear him. And he's going to say, you know, "Apasati, imbecile!" You know, I'm behind you, dumbass. And sometime in the middle of him saying that, you know, you're pointing your gun like this at Luis, you're going to walk forward a little. And he'll take a swing at you and he'll miss you. Then Luis will get grabbed. You run over into the corner and you chuck your frag grenade. You chuck your frag grenade. Okay? I'm going to try. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to hear. So, I'm not going to talk at first. Just watch.
Are you trying to kill me? Use this.
So, Luis got grabbed there and he kicked him off. And you see no one attacked me. But once he kicks them off, they are going to start attacking you. So you gotta, you know, equip it and be quick about this. Chuck, whoops. Okay. I meant to chuck it under the table. Grab your red herb, whatever they drop. Come over here and equip a flame grenade. You want to wait a second a little far away from here. And then... that was bad. You want to kill that guy with the blowtorch, because he's going to be a problem for you. You'll see why in a minute. Yeah, and there's the problem. Okay, let's try to tough this out anyway. Equip your frag grenade. Go over to Luis and try to cut him. Alright. Blow them to hell. And now just try to get to the stairs. If you see any shotgun ammo, pick it up, because you don't have a lot right now. And this is all you're going to do. Sometimes the game like trolls you and they run at you really fast when you're reloading your weapon. See that? Fucking assholes. You know, you're just gonna do this until the fight's over. And when you have 2 Plaguses on screen and you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, chuck a flash grenade. You know, buy yourself some time to reload or whatever. This is going to be over pretty soon, so I don't want to end it. But see, I didn't even do that very well. You know, the strategy is very solid. It's solid to a degree that you don't have to be perfect to execute it. Once more, I'm going to start off quiet so I can hear, okay?
Are you trying to kill me? Use this.
All right. see all these people in here? Wow. Look at all that shotgun ammo. Oh my god. Okay. Try to get this guy. Yep. Run up here and get your frag grenade. Try to get him grabbed. Uh-oh. Yeah. If I hadn't upgraded my my HP with that thing earlier, that Plagas would have killed me with the red, green, yellow. You see. But you have plenty of health now. And by the way, if you want to aim down quicker with your shotgun here, use the D-pad. Like that. Did you see how fast that was? No. 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 Oh, God. Get him, Luis. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, Luis is going to town. Luis, move. This is going to be over in a second, so prepare yourselves for the imminent victory. Whoa! That's not fair. Come on. Come on. There we go. That's all there is to it, guys. It's arduous. It's a little stressful, but it's not terrible. Unless you're going for like no damage or something.
Wait.
You're most likely to get hit on your second rundown, where you have to come down here with, and knife Luis there and try to get him grabbed. Run over into this corner and check your grenade. That's when you're most likely to get hit. Other than that, nah. Just come up the stairs and try to time your reloads so that they don't troll you and run up and hit you with your reload when you're reloading. That's the A to Z. That's the Alpha and Omega. All right. Let's move on. Do a little organizing if you feel up to it. Yeah. Okay. We're going to our second El Gigante encounter here, which is going to be far less dramatic than the first one.
Follow me.
Come on, Ash. Grab that handgun ammo if you want it. Yeah, we're just going to be running from El Gigante this time. With this, press circle instead of square, because if you press square to get through this, you're going to fuck up and hit left, and it's just going to annoy you. But if you press circle, you won't mess up and press left. Then press square when you get to the right. It's just a little detail. It's something that's annoyed me enough to where I pay attention to it. Anyway, when you get the cutscene, remember to do a 180. Okay? 180. Tell her to wait about here. Grab your materiel. Tell her to follow. Oh boy. Grab the key. Yeah, and then make haste. That's pretty much it. You know, to be honest with you, he's never caught me, except on normal difficulty. Just for fun, I was seeing how well these strats worked on normal difficulty, and I can't tell you why, but it was actually pretty damn hard. Harder than I found professional difficulty to be, at least up to this point. And of all the times I've done that, and you saw how close he was to me there. He still didn't get me. But on normal difficulty, he got me. Wonders never cease. So in this part coming up, there's no magic trick, nothing special to note about it. You just have to be on point with your aiming. You know, and it helps to know when the guys are coming and what the pattern is. But even so, not going to give you too much trouble. The one piece of advice I have is to tell Ashley to wait when you get inside, so she doesn't get in your way. One, 2, 3. And then, this guy. Ah! No! Alright, and then you want to get a little over this way so you can see this guy. Don't even worry about wasting ammo here. You're going to have so much. Just make sure you get him. Equip a flame grenade once you're done killing everybody. Because next up is Mendez and the end of Chapter 2. A lot quicker than Chapter 1, isn't it? So run over here, and when you get in this doorway, just for convenience, tell Ashley to wait. She'll hold the door open for you. Get that flash grenade, get some handgun ammo in here, and then be on your merry way.
Follow me.
Now, okay. With Mendez, it's about timing with the way in which you throw your incendiary grenades. I don't quite understand the patterns that Mendez can give you, but I've heard of something called a slow Mendez, and I've experienced it. I'm not entirely sure again, but I think what a slow Mendez means is at random points in playthroughs, he will take 5 flame grenades instead of 4. I had one playthrough of this where no matter what I did and no matter how many times I restarted and no matter how well I nailed him, he took 5. There was nothing I can do. He took 5 incendiaries and that was that. But normally, almost always, he takes 4. Alright? And to get that to work properly, you have to throw your grenades when the fire from the last one has already gone out. So let's try to take a look at that so you understand the timing issue. It might not be working for you if you just watched it in a video, and you might not understand why it's not working for you. And the reason is that you're not waiting long enough for the fire to go out. So 1, wait. 2, he will detach. Back up to about here and wait. Throw it. He'll go down. Throw it again. It's over. That's all there is to it. I don't know if he'll take 5 again, if I try it again, but let's try it again. Let's just see if I can get something different, or, you know, because believe me, it's not like a perfect thing. It's not, it works for me 98% of the time, I guess, except for that one time when he kept taking 5 for me. But who knows, maybe I was doing something wrong. I'm a little out of the loop on this guy. But either way, he's not hard. And if you're sensing that he's taking 5, like that 4th one doesn't knock him down and kill him, there is a incendiary grenade on a barrel next to where he's originally standing. Alright, so if you're out of flame grenades by then, you shouldn't be, because I've already used one and I have 5 right now. But if you only have 4, then you can just go and grab that 5th one and be done with it. Big Cheese gonna throw a big punch and hit the floor bigly. 1, 2. Three. So you grab that and then just hit him. Ugh, see, I don't know, man. Sometimes he just does that. Look at this! I've actually never killed him that way before, but yeah, that took about, what, 9 or 10 shotgun shells? Yikes. That might be what they mean by a slow Mendez, where he doesn't jump over to the log, like, immediately, which is what allows you to get the 4-hit pattern, but rather jumps up to the ceiling first. I don't recall having much trouble with that pattern before, but maybe that's it. I don't know, let's see. Alright. Huh. See, I mean, you know, he did the same thing as he did before there, and he died. So it must just be, it's a question of, are you nailing him with the grenades? Alright? And it's much easier to do if he gives you the normal pattern where he just jumps straight to this thing, and then you knock him down, and he falls back about here. Because then you just wait a second, chuck your grenade, and he'll try to jump up, and he'll fall down, and he'll die. But as you can see, even with a somewhat slower pattern, it's just a matter of nailing him with the grenades. It's really not hard, and especially if you're not going for a legit, like, speed run, you screw it up, just restart the checkpoint and, you know, just play it until you get it right. I'm going to clean up everything in here just for the sake of the water haul, wink wink, coming in Chapter 3.1. We'll cross that bridge, so to speak, when we get to it. I like to take one of those now just to keep increasing my HP and to clear up some inventory space, because it's going to start getting pretty tight in there now once you get to Chapter 3.
Are you okay, Leon?
But it's over now, Chapter 2. It's just a backtracking through this really atmospheric and awesome stage. I really adore Chapter 2. I do. You hear a lot of people talk about Chapter 1, the village, which is amazing, don't get me wrong, and Chapter 3 with the castle, which again is amazing. But not a lot of people talk about Chapter 2, probably because it's so small and, like, self-contained, and almost seems to be just a dark world repetition of the first chapter. But, you know, for anybody who says this isn't quote-unquote a horror game, oh, what? I get it, you know, like, it's not scary, but horror as a genre, you know, it's just defined by certain tropes and the way something presents itself. And there's, like, different types of horror. Psychological horror, torture porn, creature features, that kind of stuff. And, you know, one guy who fits into the horror genre, whose name strikes me as being relevant to Resident Evil, is Sam Raimi. And, like, Resident Evil 4 has a definite Sam Raimi Evil Dead 2 vibe to it, don't you think? So in that sense, you know, as much as Evil Dead, which is like one of the silliest movies I've ever seen, presents itself as a horror movie, or really any Sam Raimi movie, like Drag Me to Hell or more recent stuff, I mean, come on. It does present itself as a horror game, and Chapter 2 is a good example of that. And that doesn't preclude it from being fucking ridiculously silly and hilarious at times, even farcical. So just, you know, this is all what you would normally do. Just shoot it and let it crash and... yeah. Shit just got real. Bad boys for life. So that's it for Chapter 2. And we're off to the castle, where we're going to face the water hall and a lot of interesting stuff. Chapter 3, don't be afraid of it. Chapter 3.1 is the big obstacle. The rest of Chapter 3 is not especially hard to get through and can be done in a matter of 10 minutes. Honestly, yeah. So, buck up. You know, don't start getting scared until you get to 4.1, okay? I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next video.